Welcome back, guys, to part two of who will be the best president, who is right now the best presidential candidate. So in the last video, I mainly talked about Donald Trump and Hillary on how I don't think that they would be the best candidate. So we're going to kind of continue that and kind of transition into Bernie Sanders and, oh my gosh, Ted Cruz. Number one thing, again, I said about Donald Trump in the last video, he just flip-flops his mind too much. And I think as someone who has the power to literally do a lot, you can't just be flip-flopping your mind. Like, you can't go like, well, I'm going to kill a bunch of people. See, that's the thing. Trump does that a lot. He'll be like, I'm going to go, like, and then it's funny because a lot of people trust Bernie Sanders with the military more than Trump, which I think is a good thing. Because, believe it or not, most Americans do not want a president that's all like, yeah, puff out your chest and let's go kill everybody that we don't like. Let's go bomb everybody. Let's go slaughter innocent Muslims and everything instead of just the jihadists. Yeah, the jihadists are the ISIS and Al-Qaeda. No, let's just go bomb and slaughter all the other ones too. It's kind of funny because, again, we've already been doing that. 90% of our bombs hit the wrong people. And that's why you see the increase in terrorism, because we've kind of been already killing the innocent people. It's kind of like once you kill innocent people, those innocent people's families will be upset with us and then try to attack us. Because, like, imagine how you would feel if you are a person just going on your merry way, and all of a sudden your family gets killed by a bomb, and then an American soldier tells you, oh yeah, by the way, I'm the only one here that will actually protect you, when I just pretty much slaughtered your family. Yeah, you're going to pick up a gun and probably try to fight back. You know, like, they destroyed your life. You have nothing else to live for. Why not get an act of revenge? You can't tell me you wouldn't think that way, because most people do. And that's the thing. It's the increase in terrorism. But it's kind of funny because we all know that, well, sure, Al-Qaeda and ISIS are pretty darn dangerous. Al-Qaeda and ISIS actually do not like each other. They are fighting each other. And honestly, it's kind of funny. If we just pull out of Iraq and all that shit, they'll take care of themselves. But no, we're the United States and we have to get ourselves involved in everything and we're just been fucking up shit, you know? It's like we've been fucking up shit. That's all we've been doing in the Middle East is we've been fucking up shit. And now we have the perfect opportunity to let almost everything calm down. Because honestly, with ISIS and Al-Qaeda fighting each other, that's your perfect opportunity to kind of leave. Isn't it funny how when we think that we should be like these policemen of the world and try to get ourselves involved in all this bullshit, we just fuck it up even more? Isn't that funny? Because that's not what any country should do. You don't see Russia just going in and trying to do all these things. You don't see all the other countries just trying to do all these things because they think they're so police worthy. They should be the political world leaders. An imperialistic view and say America will be the one that brings world peace. No, you don't do that. And that's why a lot of people trust Bernie Sanders with the military, because he's been saying that's just stupid. Why are we fighting other countries' battles? You know, that's so dumb. Now, if again, like I said this before, if like a guy like Hitler, like say another person like Hitler tried to emerge into power, and he tried to commit a genocide, then yes, I do believe that the United Nations, NATO, and all that stuff should get involved and try and stop it. But I don't believe that the United States, and again, that should be the United Nations, not just us, meaning it should be a whole group thing. Oh, it's so stupid. I hate our government leaders, because you know why they're still in Iraq and all that, because it's money. It's not about, no, we have to beat the bad guy. It's money. The more stuff we spend for the military, the more stuff for government, the more weapons we can make, the more soldiers and all this other stuff, and the more stuff we can do, the more our government gets money, and the more money we have to pay. Again, it is just ridiculous. And then when people defend and say, well, we really do need to start cutting the head off of ISIS. What? How? How are we going to cut off the head of ISIS when we're just making things worse? That's all we've been doing. And when you got a guy like Donald Trump, who's just saying we're going to go bomb them. We've already been doing that. We've already killed many innocent Muslims who aren't even jihadists. And now they are trying to attack us. And that's why terrorists keep increasing. Because we keep fucking up shit. And that's why I don't want Trump to ever even have any consideration on the military. Because this guy claims, yeah, we should just go do what we've already been doing. He's just saying it. That's the funny thing. People don't know we've already been killing the innocent Muslims. So when you think Donald Trump is advising something new, we've already been doing that. And when you do that, as I said, terrorists just increase because they want revenge. And it's funny. It's really funny how stupid some people are because they feel like that's the right thing to do. But you're just increasing the level of terrorism. That's all you're doing. You're not, it's like, oh, that's cute. You actually think just killing innocent Muslims helps anything. That's just basically being racist and saying, well, if I kill them, that helps. You just increase the level of terrorism. That's cute. You actually think your racism is helping anything. Yeah, we live in a day and age where like racism can make someone very narcissistic. And so you think that, oh, if we get rid of Muslims, since I hate Muslims, if we just kill innocent ones, they'll leave us alone. No, they'll just pick up a gun and shoot back at us. So it's like, oh, that's cute. You think they're afraid because, you know, we're white and we're America or we're black or something. Oh, that's cute. You think, yeah, you keep thinking that and see where it's getting us. Yeah, it's not getting us too far. We're just fucking up shit. Again, it's funny. It really is funny because all we've been doing is fucking up shit in the Middle East. And that's why, like, Trump and Hillary should never, ever be president because they'll just fuck shit up even more. If that's even possible. I mean, Barack Obama says he wants to send in more troops. Just get the fuck out of there. You know, geez. And I know Donald Trump said he wants to get our troops out of there too. But then he goes around and then he flip-flops and says, hey, nah, I got another plan. Why don't we just go kill terrorist families that are innocent? Yeah. Oh, just get the fuck out of the Middle East. I swear, we do need a president that is not corrupt, and the only president that cannot be corrupt is Bernie Sanders because he's been right on every shit. He was the one that said, hey, let's not go to Iraq. Let's not go to war with them because there's no need to go to war with Iraq. All you would be doing is making things worse. Now, again, I always say this, to be fair, Donald Trump said that way before, and he's not a politician. But he's been covering politics. Like, he's kind of like Rush Limbaugh. He's been covering politics. But I'm not saying he's like him. I'm saying like he does what he does. And Trump said it would be stupid if we went to the Middle East. But, I mean, honestly, this is the same guy who probably only said that because he has companies in the Middle East that make him money. Honestly, guys, just because Trump's a billionaire does not mean he does not want more money. You ever heard of the saying, the rich get richer? I'm serious. Just because he's a billionaire does not mean he can't be corrupt. The rich get richer is a good saying because it's a famous saying because it's always true. That's how the rich get richer. Again, the stupidity of people thinking, well, he's rich, meaning he's not going to be corrupt. How do you know? If I'm rich and someone offered me more money, I might just take more money. Why? Because it's more money. That doesn't necessarily mean, yeah, no one's corrupt. Anyone can be corrupt. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It just matters how much money the person's offering you to get you what you want to do. What they want you to do. But yeah, we've just been fucking up shit in the Middle East, and we need to get out. So for the second half of this video, let's talk about, well, I'm not even done with frickin', oh my god, what did I get myself into? But yeah, again, we need to get out of the Middle East, and that's what Bernie Sanders has been saying, you know, and no, let's not actually keep deploying troops to the Middle East, because all we've been doing is fucking up shit, and if we just stay out of there, Al-Qaeda and ISIS will keep fighting each other, because the more we stay there, the more they're going to try and fight us, right? But it's even basically been said, as soon as we get out, as soon as we pull out, you know, they obviously keep fighting each other each time we pull out. So pull out. God damn it. You know, pull the fuck out. Pull the plug. Let them fight each other. And once they fucking kind of kill off each other, then the United Nations and stuff could come and finish the fucking job. You know, if said thing continues. But honestly, the data shows they just kill each other. And you're done. But no. We have to be these policemen. We have to be saying it's the good of the world. This so reminds me of Vietnam. All it was just us fucking up more shit. And I hear people say, well, it was for the good of the world. Because they also might attack us. No, they wouldn't have. I'm sorry. But they wouldn't have, probably, most likely. It is just so dumb when I hear people say that. It was for the good of the world. Well, all you did was fuck up more shit. Vietnam became a communist country anyway. Like, what good did you do? It doesn't matter if you tried to do anything. If you didn't accomplish what you wanted to do, you just ended up sending a lot of American soldiers just to die. And that's what's happening here. You're not accomplishing anything in the Middle East. You're just making shit worse. And we know it's about the money. It's not about we gotta beat the bad guy. You know, it's not a fucking movie here. It's real life. And we know it's about money. And imperialistic stuff. And it's just funny. We should not be just sending our troops. And I don't care if it's for the good of the world. Unless I hear a threat made to America, I'm not really concerned with the fucking religious beliefs of jihadists and Al-Qaeda. And I'm not concerned with that. Neither should we be. Neither should you be. If you want to get involved in religious fucking beliefs, and that's why ISIS comes up. That's why stuff like this happens. Because you guys sit here and think, oh yeah, well, we need to help, what side is right. No, you don't. Stay the fuck out of battles that aren't yours. And that's what a president like Bernie Sanders has been saying. Well, a guy like Bernie Sanders has been saying. He's been saying, we need to just fight our own battles. And again, he's been saying if there was a huge threat on the rise, like maybe on the level of Hitler or something, sure, we expect each other to go stop that threat. But he said, I'm not just going to send our troops to go fight a religious war that two other countries are fighting, and because we think, well, that country might have some Christians, and that's not something we should be doing. That's just leading us into more trouble. It increases our enemies. Yeah, it doesn't strengthen anything we do. It just gets us involved in shit, and that's why a lot of countries hate us. Seriously, no joke. That's why a lot of countries hate us, because we get involved in shit we don't need to be involved in. And we always do that. And it's coming back to bite us a second time. Again, you might think we did good for Vietnam. We didn't. They became a communist country anyway. Didn't matter. It's kind of funny. It didn't matter. They became a communist country anyway. So, I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They didn't accomplish anything at that point. I'm not trying to knock down any Vietnam veterans, if there are any still here today. I'm not trying to knock down any of you. And for most of them might actually agree with me, most likely. I'm not sure. All depends on their personality. But what did we accomplish? Nothing. But they became a communist country anyway. We sent a lot of soldiers just to die, thinking that we were doing good. We weren't doing any good. We just made more shit worse, especially for us. And that's bad. Now that's kind of like my military segment on who do I trust with the military as the best candidate. I don't trust for the quick note, I've already kind of made my point about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I trust Bernie Sanders with the military, but Ted Cruz, zilch with the military. Number one, because he's a big Christian. That right there deserves no comment. I'm not trying to say I hate Christians. I just hate big Christians that are like, everything we do must be for the Lord. He wants to turn our country into a Christian country. I don't want that. I don't want to have to go to school, to a church worshiping God. I'd rather not have religious laws be... Because it's funny, because we criticize, countries like, Syria and stuff for being that way. They have religious laws and stuff. Well, and it's funny how we support Ted Cruz, though, for wanting to make Christianity laws. It's the narcissistic and stupidity in this country that will bring us down. That's not Mexicans, it's not Muslims, it's not ISIS, it's not going to be Al-Qaeda, it's going to be our own fucking doing, because we are so fucking stupid, and we can't wake up to our own stupidity and realize we're just being narcissistic and hypocritical.